everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Taylor and I am a beauty influencer with Farmasi, and this is my first ever video, and I wanted to show you guys exactly how these products work and maybe answer some questions. So just let me know what you guys think after the video, and be sure to subscribe to my channel and follow me on my social media. Okay, so I used the Calendula cream and the eye cream on my face. I'm now using the VFX Pro Camera Ready Primer. This is the original primer. It's silicone based, and I just kind of put it all over my skin to be a even barrier. Now I'm using the CC cream in light to medium and a kabuki brush to apply. Okay, you don't need that much product. A little bit goes a long way. So I just kind of build it. I put a little bit on and I just kind of dot it at first a little bit and then I just rub it in. You can also pat it in, whatever works better for you. Sometimes with kabuki brushes, it'll leave it a little streaky if you just like rub it over your face and don't like dab it in. So I kind of do a little of both just so I make sure it's really evenly applied and not real cakey looking. So here I'm applying a little bit more of it. I really like the coverage of the CC cream. Most CC creams I've tried haven't had this great of coverage. As you can see, my skin has redness and I have a lot of freckles, so it does really cover really well. Okay, so I'm still applying it, and this particular shade is a little bit darker for me. If I self tan, it matches really well, but it's a little bit too dark. But it dries to a powder finish, and that's something I really like. I don't like a dewy look, so it kind of dries to a powder, so that's really nice. Okay, so look how good that covered, you guys. This is just a CC cream. I didn't really put a whole lot on. I just kind of, you know, put a little bit and then put a little bit more. You can keep building it up if you want to, and it doesn't look cakey on your face. It looks really, really smooth. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the concealer, and this is in the shade Light Ivory. This is the lightest shade that we have. I really like their concealer. I like how it has the wand that you can apply with. It's not really cakey, it's not really runny or anything. It's a really good consistency. The coverage is really nice. I don't have any complaints about it at all. Okay, so I am going to blend this off camera, but I am now using the translucent setting powder, and this is a pressed powder, and I just took a fluffy brush and I'm just gonna set all of my makeup. I barely use anything at all when I'm using a fluffy brush like that, and I like that. I don't like a real cakey look. Okay, now I'm taking another pressed powder in the shade Coconut and using that for a bronzer. You can also get this brush that I am using to apply the bronzer on my website, which I will pin in the description. Okay, so you can see the difference in my face. I am going to blend this out, but I just kind of apply it and blend it out afterwards. Make sure you get underneath your chin because that gets rid of your double chin. Well, it makes it more skinny. Okay, always make your nose slimmer unless you have a really, really thin nose. And also if you put a little bit of contour under your lip, it makes it appear more pouty, so it looks bigger than it really is. Okay, now I'm going in with a eye primer. This is a cream-based primer, and I just apply it to my lids and give my lids an even base. Now I'm taking one of the eyeshadow trios and I am using that middle shade there for a transition color. And I just apply it pretty much on the crease, a little bit above the crease because my eyes are a little bit hooded, and then I bring it to the outer corner as well. And I use a big fluffy brush for this, just so I can make it really blended. I don't really like harsh lines. I don't do real harsh makeup. This is just how I apply it. But whatever works for you, you do you. And as you guys know, I am not a professional makeup artist. I just really love makeup and I love these products. Okay, I'm going to use the dark brown shade in that same trio and use a crease brush for the outer corner. And I'm just going to bring it right up underneath and a little bit into that crease area. I'm packing it on and blending at the same time. Okay, now I'm going into the pressed shadow. This is the Amazon green shade. It is number 08. One of my favorite shades that we have in our mono shadows. And I'm just applying it in the center and blending it into that darker brown. I'm not going all the way into the inner corner. I'm going to use a different shade for that. Okay, now I'm going back into that trio that we just used, and I'm using the lighter shade for the inner corner. I did go in with a smaller brush this time. You can use any brush, but for me, smaller brushes work well in the inner corner. And I'm just applying that into the inner corner and blending it into that green. Now I am just taking a fluffy brush and I am blending it out at the top. I like to blend my eyeshadow just to give it a real smooth look. I don't like harsh lines. I like for everything to look very, very blended. And now I'm going to go in with the Everlast black liner. And I am just applying it to my waterline on the bottom. And now I'm going to go back into that dark brown shade from the trio and apply it with a brush underneath my waterline. This is kind of going to give me more of a smoky eye look and just add a little bit more to the look. Okay, I'm just blending it a little bit with that brush just to kind of give it more of a blown out look. And I'm going to take the Starlook mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras that we have. And I'm going to apply it. I really love this wand. The wand that it has is really different. It's thinner at the tip and thicker at the back. So basically it's whenever you apply your mascara, you want to apply less product in the inner part. And you want your lashes on the outside to look longer. So this is really good for that. You guys will have to forgive me. I tend to always look in my mirror instead of in the phone, and it's a little bit different for me. So here I'm going to use some blush. This is in the shade Biscuit. This is kind of like a orange tone shade. I really love this shade. For me, it just adds a little bit of color. It's nothing too drastic, and it's not a pink tone. And most blushes that I have are pink, so this one really, really works for me. And I use it for eyeshadow as well sometimes. Okay, now I'm going to use the highlighter palette. I love this palette. I'm going to go into that bronze looking shade and just apply it on my cheeks and apply it to my nose and my chin and just everywhere I want the natural lighting to look more enhanced. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a lip liner. This is in the number 203. It is my absolute favorite nude lippy. It's kind of like a nude mauve shade. I really, really love it. So I'm just applying it, and I do it a little bit thick. So do it however you like, but that's how I do it. I'm also going to go in with a liquid lipstick in the shade number 205. And this is a really good nude shade as well. It has a little pink tone to it, but it's really, really pretty. So these go on like a lip gloss, and then they dry to a matte. Okay, I'm going to go in with the Time Locker setting spray and spray my face and let it dry. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you later.